folks, how's it going? My name is Jesse. This is What's in the Box? In this series, we open boxes. And today I'm opening Civilization: A New Dawn. Sid Meier's Civilization. And we're kind of late to the game on this one. But I am a sucker for a Civilization game. So we saw this on sale recently and said, okay, gotta get that. Because I have the original the most recent Civilization game. It's heavy, and it's hard to get the table. And I heard this one was a medium weight game. So I'm excited to see that. So let's find out what's in the box. Here we go. We do these live. Every time I open the plastic, that's when I tell you that. So sorry for any weird noises that might occur. As far as loudness of things, but hopefully everything is working as intended. All right, the plastic is off. Let's take a peek at what's back here. Hear those weird noises? All right. Look back over the past with its changing empires that rose and fell. I'm trying to fix focus while I do that. And you can foresee the future too, Marcus Aurelius. So, it recreates the best-selling computer game series as a strategy board game. Taking a turn is as easy as using a single card, a deep strategy, and choosing which 5 cards you use. I'm not mad at that. There's a component list here. Camera, thank you. 2 6-sided dice, some tiles, 44 plastic figures. Oh, you can see them there. Settlers and all that fun stuff. 240 assorted tokens, bunch of cards, bunch of bars, whatever that is. We'll find out in a second. How about we just find out right now? Woo! All right. 2 to 4 players, culture, conquest, diplomacy. Like if I can get a 4x experience in a medium weight, I'm sold. Here we go. Rules of play. We'll look at the box in a second. So, move it, box. So, what's the best way to look at this? Oh, I got an idea. Let's do this. And let's do... This is live, folks. That's how we do it. Okay. And then this will be kind of a supplemental close-up camera. But, there we go. Here we go. So we have some assembly required. We have leader sheet, some map tiles, an event dial, wonder tokens, tech dials. So a whole lot of dials to keep track of things. Lots of cards. Diplomacy, tokens for days, 44 plastic figures, more tokens, once again, tokens for days. There's those focus bars that they mentioned on the back there. So they're going to be just long boards. I'm guessing that's where cards are going to go. So then we have this big page. So it says, for the first game, the players use a predetermined map for the first game to make learning easier. Okay, so everything's going to be played like that. So I'm guessing in later games it just randomly generate them. So here's something, you could see these lines here. Let me try to get rid of the glare. Actually, let me just lift this thing up. So what I'm looking at here, I'm comparing this to the other Civilization game, one of the graphical errors I had issues with. I don't know if there's a fix for it, though. And it's really just a nitpicky visual thing to see. Like, look at the coastlines here. That's good, right? Having a visual coastline and everything. But whenever there's 2 tiles where you can't do that, it just cuts off and it just looks kind of ugly. And see, you have a perfect looking coastline here, but then those aren't. Very nitpicky, I know. How do you get around it? You really don't. The only way to do that would be to build the water on the inside tiles so you can have a complete surrounding, but you can't do that with this one. So it is what it is. Small thing. It's strange that they changed this style of tile too. Like the original game had big squares, which I also don't really agree with that one. I'm a fan of the hex. I mean, there's so many games that do the hex. Some do it better than others. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Looks okay. Looks all right. Not too mad at it. All right, so we have setup. Select a leader and player color. Construct focus bars, which that's constructing a focus bar apparently. Fixing focus. There we go. Close enough. Just want to get a little closer look on this. Construct the map, populate the map, place city-state cards. Cool. Set direction token and event dial. Separate wonder cards, create wonder decks. Oh, so I guess it has to be by age, yeah. So that way later things come later times. Deal victory cards, create supply. And now you play the game. Played over a series of turns. As players take turns, they use cards to build their civilization from single cities to sprawling empires, etc., etc., etc. Player who has the event dial is the first player. So whoever grabbed it, I guess. Well, I'm sure I'll figure that out later. So I'm just going to briefly look through the rest of this because, I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff here. In fact, I'm really just showing it in the overhead camera. Let me go ahead and zoom that back out because that matters. So yeah, I'm just showing you how much text is possibly on this book. Performing an attack. Interesting. Moving a barbarian. Gotta have the barbarians. Advanced map building. They have an index in here. They have rule clarifications. Whole bunch of them. And the back page is a quick reference guide. So unlike other Fantasy Flight books, there's only one, unless it's hidden in what's left of this game. So let's look at what's left of this game here. All right. Well, let's put that aside for now. Let's take a look at this. Whoop. All right. Camera, please work with me with the focus. There you go. All right. Let's get that open. All right. It's all coming apart pretty easily. Probably really loud. Apologies. At least it was in the past for some games. The plastic parts. As I could see the focus bars in the box still. They apparently are not on these sheets. So there's one sheet below. Camera knowledge. Camera awareness, I think they call it. Cool. Another sheet there. So there's the dials hidden in the corners there. Another color dial there. And that says Pantanal. The other said something else. Kabul. So those are starter cities, I'm guessing. Cool. This says Crater Lake and Kumasi. And a little culture symbol or music symbol. Some barbarians are over there. And we have a different die cut sheet here. We have one of these for this, I imagine. Yeah, because the other ones, oops. Yeah, they have them built in right there. So some assembly required. Proof of purchase. All right. Straight forward. Let's look at the rest of this. So here's these bars. What a weird Ziploc bag. What do you call these? Because Ziploc's the brand. Let me know in the comments below what you call that. Baggy? But interlocking bag? I don't know. Let me know. All right. So here we go. Let's work that focus. There you go. Much better. So these are these bars. We have two. So the art is a forest, a desert, a mountain, some hills, and just some grasslands. The back, grass, I mean, it's all the same on the back. Yeah, exactly the same. And they just come in the player's colors. And they're all the same. So, you know, figure out what that all means. What a strange bag, though. That's the, you see? Has a little, it's the skinniest little interlocking mechanism, or whatever it's called. And it can't go in the box, like straight on. It's longer than the box is. So if you are slightly OCD, you have been warned. All right. So in true FFG fashion, the box insert's pretty bland. They say they do that to help with shipping. Yeah. I don't recall ever having an FFG box issue as far as damage. All right. Let's take a peek at this. Let's fix the focus though. All right. All roads lead to Rome. So the graphics they've adopted were the ones from the video game. All right, that's fine. They don't really match the terrain, in my opinion. Oh, let's look at the back. So there's a bunch of stuff back there that I don't really know what all that means yet. So Egypt. Setup at the bottom. Interesting. I'll have to find out what all that means later. So I'm kind of excited what I just saw. Aztec. These were the people I played in the very first civilization. They had like yellow cities. Honestly, don't know why I played them. I just like the yellow, kind of stood out, even though the Egyptians had the same color. I just like playing it. So that's probably who I will be playing. It doesn't look like they are specific to color either. Color is going to be a separate thing altogether. Oops. So have we noticed that all of these are the same? I don't need to keep flipping that over. No. Cool. So Japan. How do you say that one? Scythia? Maybe? Correct me in the comments. America. Not the United States. America. I always wonder why people call it just America. Whenever there's a South America, a North America, United States of America. That's the Americas, right? This whole thing of land here is the Americas. So why does the United States get to be America? Yeah. France. Cool. I see London. I see France. Let's put this back in the bag. How's everyone's day going? Let's take a peek at that. So this is just standard dice. They're kind of nice dice. Actually, they're not. Plain blue. And these things are for the dials to connect them. Let's take a peek. Let's look at the minis. I'll save the minis for last. Let's look at cards. So yeah, teeth it in there. So these are your standard, it looks like your standard, a little smaller than your poker size cards. In fact, they say it on the back of the box of what size they are, I think. You know, they tell you what sleeves to use with it. Let's raise this a little bit. Fix that focus. There we go. Early Empire, Drama Poetry, Civil Service. I'm not going to go through all these. I just wanted to, I noticed these are in order, so I just wanted to see. In fact, I probably shouldn't shuffle them yet, because they might have to stay in order. Maybe not. I mean, yeah, I would think so. Given how this game works, I think you would need them to stay in order. Drawing these randomly would not work. So pottery. Yeah, these are tech trees, basically. So I also noticed that there's only one copy of each. I imagine, you know, oh wait. So they're, oh, never mind. There's not one of each. These were for each color. So each player gets their own tech tree. So each tech tree is only this big. Okay. And all the hits are in there. All the hits you could ever want from your tech tree. Put that back up. There we go. And let's take a peek at this tiny deck. Now, these are all the cards. You have your tech trees, and then you have this. And that's all the cards. We'll find out how this plays. So we got Explore, Aesthetic. Yeah, okay. Populist, Money Grabber. These look like goals, if I had to guess. So these are your wonders. I mean, once again, all the hits are in there. Machu Picchu. See, when I think of this game, I think of the original. The original PC version, I believe it was 1990. It wasn't 1996. It was way before that. 1992, I think. Played the heck out of that game. Whenever I was, anytime I was grounded for whatever reason, we could still play educational games, and I managed to get Civilization on the educational games list. So that was fun because they had the, in the very first Civilization, whenever you discovered something like, well, Stonehenge wasn't in it, Hanging Gardens, it would give you a long story, like a Wikipedia page almost, about Hanging Gardens. Or anytime you discovered a technology, you could read all about that particular technology. Let's go to the back of these. Okay. Nothing in the back. So these are all city names. Okay. So that's interesting. It's like the city you find, when you found a city, like the names, I don't know. I don't know how it works yet. I mean, it seems like the symbols are different, but you think they would have added color differences. But look at this though. So some are, okay. There's the color differences, but the cities themselves don't have a difference. I don't know. Anyways, let's jump to the minis. That's why you showed up here, right? Let's see what FFG did for minis in this game. A New Dawn. By the way, this game, people are reselling it for cheap. Just before I started this, what reminded me to do this, someone was selling this game for like $20. It's probably not the first time I saw it. I picked this up on Amazon for $26 because I read that that was the cheapest it's been on Amazon so far. So I jumped on that, and then, you know, I could get a used copy for 20 bucks. All right, let's take a peek at this. So there's all the colors. All right, so what I'm seeing here is we have a settlers, we have some cities. That's it. Settlers and cities. So there's nothing that represents armies. In the original Civ game that I have, the one with the big squares, they have little flags that represent armies, which wasn't great. But is that the challenge of these Civ games, is to recreate that part of it? Like, Through the Ages doesn't even try. But this is all we're getting, is this. Well, there you go. It's a nice little settlers. And it's a decent looking city. Definitely modern. And what else are you going to do with that? So that's it for what's in the box. Civilization: A New Dawn, Sid Meier's. By the way, did I say who designed this? As part of the FFG thing, you kind of get lost in the shuffle, don't you? Playtester credits. James Kniffen, or Kiffen, K-N-I-F-F-E-N. Well, there you go. Civilization: A New Dawn. What's in the box? iHeartBoard Games. My name is Jesse. We'll see you next time. Oh, whoa. Don't click off yet. Video's not over, because you can carry this little party over to twitch.tv/heartboardgames. Watch us play games live, maybe even this one. You want to see this played? Let me know in the comments below. We'll play it. We have it here. May as well play it, right? See you next time.